We're going to have a little bit out of order. We are going to do a quick update on key vehicles, as this was an announcement that went out yesterday. And since we do have significant public comment, we wanted to give everybody to have an opportunity for this update. So I'm now going to hand it over to Registrar Ogilvie.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Madam Secretary. We heard a lot of meaningful comments in the July board meeting. We thank you for all the residents that came and provided that comment period. The Registry of Motor Vehicles has completed its preliminary assessment. If we could go to the next slide, please. Thank you. Of industry standards related to KEI trucks, cars, and vans. And so we're happy to announce that starting today, September 18th, we started registering these vehicles again. I can confirm at this meeting that at least one vehicle was registered in our Greenfield office earlier today without issue. So newly registered KEI vehicles may receive a passenger or a commercial plate, depending on the intended use of the owner. And owners who wish to register and title the vehicles may do so by going to any of the RMV service centers in Massachusetts with the applicable supporting documentation. KEI vehicles that are already registered may continue to be registered and be renewed without interruption. And the RMV will continue to review safety implications of these vehicles on our public roadways, and will be announcing plans for conducting a formal study on this subject matter that is currently under development, and will announce plans once those plans are complete. Thank you.
Thank you, Registrar.
Does this require a vote or anything?
No.
No. This makes my day, because I learned so much about this subject since the last meeting.
I think we all have at this point.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Well, I want to thank the registrar and her team. This was a lot of work by many different departments at MassDOT, so I do want to thank everyone for putting in the time on this. And I'm glad we were able to make this announcement at today's board meeting.
Hi. My name's Charlie Guerrero. I'm a lifelong Mass resident. I've owned a K car for about 5 years. Though I'm very grateful that the ban was reversed, I still wanted to speak about this because it's made the past month or so not great for a lot of us enthusiasts. And the thing that bothers me most is just the way that this ban was instituted. When I came to hear about it, it was just, hey, this is just done. We're not allowing these cars anymore. Registrations are going to be revoked. Titles might get revoked. And that left me without much recourse as to what I could do with this now $5,000 paperweight. So while I'm glad that a lot of effort has been put forth towards educating ourselves about whether or not these cars are safe, I wish that would have been done beforehand so that, all the people who have imported cars that have just had them stuck sitting around, not being able to do anything with them, not knowing what to do with them if this ban stayed in place, a lot of that could have been avoided. So yeah, I just would like to see some accountability and more organization moving forward. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raymond Moy. I'm from Quincy. I was here last time in July and spoke in favor of our Japanese import vehicles that I like to collect and drive, as with most of us. I now own and possess 10 of these vehicles, and I have 3 more on the way. Why? These are weird, quirky things that we never even got the chance to have here. Some are little K cars and trucks, and some are even full-size vehicles. I'm happy to hear that the RMV has reversed the stance and are allowing these vehicles to be registered again. The RMV's original stance that these vehicles were meant for off-road use is incorrect. They were wholly intended to be on-road use vehicles in Japan, adhering to Japan's strict vehicle safety standards. Unfortunately, the RMV was being duped by the AAMVA that these on-road Japanese vehicles are the same as mini trucks that were originally designed for off-road use only. They have referenced something called the Chang'an Tiger truck, a Chinese off-road use only truck limited to 25 miles per hour. Other than its general shape, it is not comparable to any K truck. These vehicles all have a multitude of safety equipment, as vehicles do here for on-road use. As on-road use vehicles, these have tempered glass windows, laminated windshields, bumpers, a full set of lights, front and rear, side view mirrors, seat belts, and have a full roof structure to act as a roll cage, like any normal car. Airbags were not mandated in the US until 1999. All these Japanese import vehicles that are 1999 and newer also have airbags. Depending on the model, some of the pre-99 vehicles already had airbags. I am glad the RMV is wise to see through the lies of the AMVA, resulting in the recent reversal. I am an advocate of all road-going vehicles to be legal to be operated on Massachusetts roads. If vehicles go through and pass the Massachusetts safety inspection to acquire a valid sticker, they should be deemed road legal. These are no different than any other 25-year or older imports and classic vehicles from the US, England, Germany, France, and whichever country you want to get a classic car from. Thank you for having us, especially of those of us that have all had, no. Thank you for having us here, and thank you to everybody that had a hand in correcting this issue.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the board. My name is Wade Burch. I'm before you today representing a burgeoning community of K vehicle owners and enthusiasts in Massachusetts. Our community, though small, is vibrant and, as you can tell, deeply, deeply passionate about these unique and practical vehicles. Many of us, after extensive research and reading of federal import regulations, invested significant time and resources to import and register our K vehicles, only to be blindsided by the recent policy changes that threaten to undo our efforts and deprive us of the right to own. The policy change miscategorized key trucks and vans alongside off-road and low-speed vehicles, asserting that they were not roadworthy and claiming that they lacked even basic safety features. Of course, these statements could be easily recognized as incorrect with a full understanding of what K vehicles are. As a constituent, it was disheartening to see a policy enacted without any prior notice or opportunity for public engagement, especially one based on a clear misreading of existing laws and best practices. I do want to express my sincere gratitude for the policy reversal. The decision to reinstate the registration of K vehicles is a victory for common sense. However, this experience has highlighted a fundamental principle that we believe should guide future policy decisions: open dialogue with stakeholders. We urge the RMV to establish formal channels for ongoing communication with the import vehicle community. Imagine, if you will, if before implementing this policy, the RMV had approached us, the owners and enthusiasts most familiar with these vehicles. Not only are we a particularly fun group, but such engagement would have completely avoided the challenges that faced enthusiasts, legislators, and policymakers alike over the last several months. It certainly would have reduced the anxiety and financial hardship for many of the key vehicle owners across the state. Moving forward, we encourage the RMV to view the key vehicle community as a valuable partner in navigating policy considerations that affect our vehicles. We're eager to share our knowledge, expertise, and experiences to ensure that any new rules and regulations are implemented in a way that respects both the letter and spirit of the law while promoting safe and enjoyable use of these unique vehicles. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Andrew Zinc from Milford, and I'd like to thank the board for reversing the ban on Japanese K-class vehicles that started in June. K vehicles are small, fuel-efficient vehicles, cars, trucks, and vans that average over 50 miles per gallon while still performing the majority of tasks that larger full-size vehicles can perform. They have been legally imported into the United States under the 25-year Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard exemption, otherwise known as the 25-year rule. These vehicles are significantly safer than many vehicles allowed on the road today, including motorcycles, classic and antique cars, and vehicles such as the Polaris Slingshot. K vehicles are strictly regulated within Japan for production by major automotive manufacturers such as Honda, Subaru, Suzuki, and Mitsubishi, and are employed for both commercial and passenger uses on all roadways across Japan, including highways. Because of this, they are significantly safer than motorcycles for the occupants and safer in urban environments for pedestrians. With the RMV's proposed review of safety considerations for K-class vehicles operating on Massachusetts roadways, I call for transparency in the process. This can help to ensure understanding of the nature of this study and what it is examining in detail, what vehicles will be involved in the study, and the expected duration of this study. I ask that a description of the proposed study and its timeline be shared with the public to answer these questions and provide the opportunity for K owner comments and collaboration. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Good afternoon, and thank you for taking the time to listen to us. I got my K truck about 2 years ago. I wanted a truck to make dump runs and go into the hardware store and whatnot. And the prices and sizes of trucks were outrageous. Then I was at a car show and I saw a K truck and immediately knew this is exactly what I needed in a truck. After some research and months waiting for it to arrive, not only has this truck met, it has exceeded beyond my imagination to what it means to me and my family. My son, who's 10 years old, and he says it's his truck, I just get to drive it. I can't tell you how many car shows and cruises we have been at. Our favorite car show is down in Plymouth every Sunday morning. We wake up at 4:30 in the morning to take the hour-long drive to get there. And it is an awesome drive. There's no TV, no phone, no computer, just us talking about anything and everything. It's become my favorite drive, even though it's really early on a weekend when I wish I could be sleeping in, but I wouldn't miss it. I will admit I don't know anything about cars or antiques, but I do know the smile on my son's face when driving around showing off his truck. I am asking that the registry stop this crusade against K vehicles and any other antique vehicle. If this started with K vehicles, what is to stop the registry from banning any old vehicle on the road when everything goes electric? Please help us keep our past cars for future generations. When my son turns 18, I want to be able to hand the keys over to him and have him drive me around. Thank you for your time. Save our antique vehicles. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Devyn Struck, and going on drives in the K truck makes me happy. A lot of people think that I'm driving because the passenger side is on the left side. I like to see other people with K trucks or vans. I also want free trophies of showing my truck and would like to continue to show it. Please do not take away this experience from me. I'll be very sad. And this is one of my trophies.
Thank you, and congratulations on the trophy.
Well, I had a speech prepared for today. However, with the news of yesterday, I tore it up. I'm here to thank the committee for doing the right thing. And please stop listening to the AAMVA, American Administration of Motor Vehicle Administrators. Even their name doesn't make any sense. If you need information about K cars, reach out to an actual owner. And finally, please make sure House Bill HD 5357 gets passed. Thank you.
Good afternoon, esteemed members of the RMV board. My name is Benjamin Warren, and I'm joined by my daughter, Olivia Warren, who's here to show her support. I live in West Roxbury, Mass., and I am an active Key truck owner and lover. I stand before you today to advocate for the registrations of Key trucks and small, lightweight vehicles that offer numerous benefits to individuals and communities like. Sorry, having the kid here got me. Allowing Key trucks to be registered in our state would provide several advantages. Firstly, their small size makes for the ideal urban environments. Where parking and traffic congestion are present challenges, Key trucks can easily maneuver through tight spaces and require minimal parking spaces, contributing to reduced traffic congestion and improved urban mobility. Secondly, Key trucks offer practical solutions for small businesses like mine and individuals. Their compact size and efficient design make them perfect for light-duty tasks such as deliveries, landscaping, and small-scale construction. By allowing Key trucks on our roads, we would be supporting local businesses and entrepreneurs, fostering economic growth within our communities. Additionally, key trucks are known for their affordability both in terms of initial purchase price and operating costs. This affordability makes them an attractive option for individuals seeking a reliable and cost-effective means of transportation, especially in the face of rising transportation costs. Furthermore, key trucks have a proven track record of safety and reliability. They undergo rigorous testing to meet stringent safety standards, ensuring the well-being of both drivers and pedestrians. In conclusion, I urge the RMV to carefully consider the benefits of allowing key trucks to be registered in our state. By embracing this versatile and efficient vehicle, we can alleviate traffic congestion, support local business, and provide affordable transportation options for our residents. Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Hi, I'm Mike Minneman. I'm from Framingham. I'm an engineer with Amazon Robotics, and I direct a team where we build simulations of warehouse traffic and congestion, and I'm a former not very good race car driver. First off, I want to thank the RMV and Director Ogilvy for investigating and reversing this policy. I know it's not often easy to change course, especially with a large organization. Secondly, I want to thank Representative Howitt and his office, as well as all of the representatives and senators who have listened to us and given owners of these classic vehicles a voice. In light of the RMV's desire to perform a safety analysis, I had written up a whole bunch of stuff here, kind of making the distinction between Chinese mini trucks, Japanese mini trucks, kind of an analysis of safety standards between Japanese and US safety standards. But I'm going to spare you guys all of that. And just kind of conclude here by asking that, as the RMV performs its safety impact study, please, reach out to us. I'd be happy, Wade would be happy, Raymond would be happy to help provide statistics. There's also a bunch of safety testing because a lot of these K vehicles are road legal in Europe. So there's a lot of places that we can pull information from and hopefully help you guys as you're putting together your safety study. So again, thank you so much for doing the analysis and deciding to reverse the policy. And however I or any of these other people here can help, we would love to be consulted and included in the process. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mark Sherry from Holyoke. And first I want to thank the department and the RMV for coming to your senses and realizing that banning K cars in general is just not a good idea, and especially when you look at, if you're looking at safety, all the other types of vehicles that you see on the road, including motorcycles, all kinds of antiques, kit cars, the Polaris, three-wheelers, all those things aren't even anywhere near as safe as the K cars are. So if you look at a policy like that, it has to be so broad that I don't think anybody even wants to go there. So bottom line is they're safe, and the Japanese have been using them for many, many, many years, and there's no data showing any difference in their safety compared to regular vehicles. The one thing that I did want to ask, if you could possibly, this has nothing really specifically to do with K cars, but all imported cars, when we've gone to register in the past at the RMV, our titles, have VINs that have 14 digits instead of 17. And many of the RMVs just don't know what to do with a vehicle that doesn't have 17-digit VIN. So if you could possibly make some kind of directive that goes out to the RMV so they know, that all the employees know basically you don't have to have 17 digits, 14 is okay, and you can still register your vehicle. So thank you very much.
Morning, everybody. First, I would like to thank you all for reversing the temporary ban on the registration of K vehicles. I am personally not a member of the community and frankly don't believe that I can speak with any amount of information that is better than what I have already heard today. I am, however, an owner of a motorcycle and of a 1988 Ford Festiva, both of which I would unequivocally argue are way less safe than K-trucks. My Festiva has lap belts in the back, it doesn't have any airbags, yet it is completely legal and registered in Massachusetts. The same could be said for my motorcycle, quite obviously. I think it is clear and plain to see that K vehicles do not represent a danger to public safety and should be allowed to continue to be registered in Massachusetts for the future. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for giving me some time to speak. My name is Nathan Kadria. I lived in Worcester for most of my life, and I've been in Boston for the last 4 years while I studied at Northeastern University to get my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. I'm currently in my last semester and consequently the most busy semester of my life, but I've taken the time of my day to speak to you guys about something that's important to me, which is the legality of registering K vehicles in Massachusetts. I understand that as of yesterday, the RMV has released an advisory which says, quote, the RMV intends to register K vehicles while continuing to review safety implications of K vehicles on the public roadways. I'm very grateful that the RMV has decided to make this decision, but the wording makes me think a K vehicle ban is still a possibility. I don't have a K car myself, but I intend to buy one soon, as I love these cars and the culture surrounding them. A bonus is that they're actually very practical to own in a city like Boston because of their small size. My main argument for you guys today is that all of you have much bigger fish to fry. We're just some enthusiasts that want to drive our little cars on some back roads a few times on the weekend or from Roxbury to Somerville without having to worry about parking a large SUV. Sure, they're not as safe for the driver as a large SUV, but K vehicles are much safer for pedestrians. This is hugely important, especially in dense walkable cities like Boston. And again, there are much bigger fish to fry. In Massachusetts, at 18 years old, anyone can take a short quiz to get their motorcycle permit and legally buy and register a motorcycle. You don't even need a motorcycle license, and you can legally buy and register a Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, a bike which is capable of going from 60 to 130 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds. If we're allowed to ride motorcycles and drive classic cars, we should be allowed to drive our K cars. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon, people of the Commonwealth. I'm from the state of Rhode Island. My name is Arty Perez. I'm a vehicle safety inspector for the state of Massachusetts and the state of New York for Enterprise Mobility. I come here to, at first, plead with you, beg with you, please reverse your decision. Don't follow the state of Rhode Island. Please don't. It said tap him on the shoulder. Walter Craddock, please reverse your decision along with our governor. Please tap him. These vehicles are indeed held to the standard, better than Massachusetts, better than New York, better than California, when in terms of inspecting their vehicles. They even want to they want you to demonstrate to them that, Japanese specifically, that these vehicles, that you have been maintaining your vehicle. They want a receipt of your oil change prior to inspecting your vehicle. If not, how do you know that you've been maintaining your vehicle? These K cars have been held to the highest standard, higher than any state in this country, unfortunately. So to say that these cars are not safe for public goals of the Commonwealth is disenfranchising to the Commonwealth, people of the Commonwealth. So I thank you guys for reversing this decision. This is the best decision you made for the people of the Commonwealth. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Brady Horrace. I didn't realize the sign-in sheet was to speak, but I will speak on behalf of the K car owners. I'm actually not a K car owner, but I am a car enthusiast, and I have imported several vehicles, and I saw what was happening to them as a slippery slope, especially when I heard the issue around 7-digit VINs, because my 1977 Pinzgauer, in fact, has a 7-digit VIN. So to the gentleman over here who suggested that they come up with a policy to notify all the employees that, a 7-digit VIN or a 14-digit VIN is fine, and to have a policy or a procedure how to deal with that would be great. But I am very grateful that the board has reversed their decision for all the K car owners, and I'm glad that it's being looked at. And I just saw it as a slippery slope that someone, whoever that may be, could just arbitrarily say, okay, these vehicles aren't safe, and we're just going to walk away from it. So I'm very grateful for you guys putting up a fight and bringing this to light and not backing down. And I just hope that the board does continue to look at this in a way where they invite the community of car enthusiasts, for whatever issue it might be, and to bring it to the public's attention, because ultimately, you guys are here for us, and we are all law-abiding citizens. We want to do the right thing. We want to register them. We want to insure them. We want to pay the taxes, and we just want to be included in decisions about what is and or isn't safe for our roads. So, again, I thank you for reversing the decision, and thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Mike Foley. I was here at the last meeting. I'm from Hubbardston, Massachusetts. Apologies for being late. For those who don't know where Hubbardston is, it's out there. First, to the administrator and her staff, thank you very much for reversing this. I was fortunate enough, before getting laid off in June, to take my family to Japan, where we purchased a Daihatsu Midget. It is a very small K-truck. And this started off with me wanting to purchase an all-wheel drive pickup truck, K-truck. Couldn't find the one that I really wanted, and I heard my wife call over, "Hey, Mike, come over here." And she was standing there looking at this little green vehicle, pointing at it, and she had this little schoolgirl smile and giggle going on. So I said, "Do you really want this?" And she said, "Yeah." So we purchased it. My son and I, who's here with me, we went down to New Jersey a couple of weeks ago, picked it up and drove it home, and promptly put it in our driveway, unable to register it, unable to title it. We had already paid for it before the ban went into effect. So I was out almost over $4,000 between the cost of the vehicle, import fees, taxes, etc. I'm really happy that I can now register this vehicle. Last night I got insurance on it. I'm waiting for my RMV1 form, and I'm going to register that so that my wife can drive this vehicle in the Memorial Day parade and go to Kimball's and get an ice cream and have people oogle over her $4,000 vehicle. So I'd just like to say thank you, and as many of others have said, please come to us before making a massive decision like this. This affects people's livelihoods. Last time someone was here, they were already into $100,000 in setting up a business to sell these vehicles and was left with nothing. We can't do that to our citizenry. So thanks again. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Emery from Nantucket, and I wanted to say in my travels to various countries in the world, I've seen these small vehicles in many, many countries operating effectively, safely, for many years. And I bought a car recently, and very similar to the stories you've been hearing. And I am also very appreciative that you reversed that recent ruling. And everything that the group has commented on, it's very heartfelt, and that's all I have to say.
Do we have any voicemails?
We do, Madam Chairman. I think there are 4 voicemails.
Okay. Go ahead and play them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sean Janicki. I'm calling to comment regarding the policy against registering and titling of K-trucks. Per the Mass General Law definition, these are in fact motor vehicles. Therefore, the RMV shall issue titles for this class of vehicle pursuant to Section 90. The RMV training update from July 3rd states that the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Administration does not endorse the use of these vehicles on public highways. I find that funny because the NHTSA does not endorse or certify any vehicles or equipment. Instead, the NHTSA establishes a self-certification framework under which vehicle manufacturers are responsible for certifying that their products meet all applicable safety standards. Because these vehicles are over 25 years old, they are exempt from all NHTSA and FMVSS standards. The RMV training update falsely states that these vehicles typically do not have critical safety components like airbags, bumpers, roll bars, tempered glass, and are intended mainly for off-road use. That is simply not true. A-class vehicles were manufactured and intended for on-road use and to meet Japan's stringent safety standards. They do in fact have safety glass bumpers, often have roll bars, and more recent models also have airbags.
Hello, my name is Andrew Zinc, and I'm calling to express my strong support for resuming the registration of imported Japanese K vehicles in the Commonwealth. K vehicles are small, fuel-efficient cars and trucks and vans that average over 50 miles per gallon while still performing the majority of tasks that larger full-size vehicles can perform. They have been legally imported into the United States under a 25-year FMVSS exemption. These vehicles are significantly safer than many other vehicles allowed on the road today, including motorcycles, classic and antique cars, and vehicles such as the Polaris Slingshot. K vehicles offer a unique combination of fuel efficiency, reliability, and affordability. As a resident, I'm concerned about the environmental impact of our transportation choices, and I believe that K vehicles are a step in the right direction. They're designed to be efficient and environmentally friendly on-road vehicles, and I think it would be a great opportunity for Massachusetts to lead the way in embracing alternative transportation options. I would love for the board to discuss this further and explore ways to make it happen. I understand that there are concerns around safety. K vehicles are strictly regulated within Japan for production by major automotive manufacturers such as Honda, Subaru, Suzuki, and Mitsubishi, and are employed for both commercial and passenger uses on all roadways across Japan, including highways. Because of this, they are significantly safer than motorcycles for the occupants and safer in urban environments for pedestrians. Thank you for your time and consideration.
My name is John Pastel. I'm a citizen of Massachusetts. I'm calling because I want to voice my concern about the ban on JDM cars being registered in Massachusetts. Obviously, they're much safer than older cars, and yet those are registered older U.S. cars. They're safer than motorcycles. They're safer than motor scooters. So the safety argument does not seem to make sense to me. To me, it seems like this is a play by industry to avoid gray market cars, and that doesn't seem fair and appropriate, and I would like the registry to resume registering JDM cars, including the K class of car.
Now we've also received 25 emails. I will not read the emails. I will say that 17 of those emails are about key trucks. I'll make sure that the board has copies of all of the email comments that were received. But the remaining 8 are on various issues ranging from parking on Kendall Green to an interview request on the Heinz station. But I'll make sure that everyone, that the board members get the comments. Just know that we've received all saying that the ones on the key trucks are all in the same light that we've already heard.
And it will be part of the public record.
It will be part of the record, yes.
Okay. Thank you.